Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy, and for today's video, we will be talking about how you can journal as if you're rich, when actually you're not. So stay tuned! Okay, so we're back again. If you're new here, my name is Kathy. I talk about planners, journals. I do a little bit of unboxing. I share tips on how you can save some money, which is also a reminder to myself because I need that reminder. I think we all need that reminder. So if you're new here, I hope you can subscribe. If this is something that you are into, I would love to welcome you to our very small community. And I've been doing this for a little bit of a time now, though it's just now that I've really been focusing. So I hope you can support me by subscribing, liking, leaving a comment, and hitting that notification bell. So again, today's video is going to be all about how you can journal as if you're rich even when you're not. So what do I mean by this? One of the things that I noticed is that a lot of people are into the really fancy way of journaling. They have stuff like Simply Gilded, they have stuff like Recollections, and these are brands that I've never heard of, and I've been plannering and journaling for a time now. So apparently there's this small community, well, I think it's a very big community, planner people, bullet journal people, and memory keepers, as well as they have this thing they call junk journaling. I'll be showing a little bit of images here, there, and everywhere throughout the video. And I've never heard of those things. So what I do is I just really keep a daily notice or a daily memory of what happened. So I would put stuff in. So it's kind of like a scrapbook, but a daily version. So when I got into the community of planner people, journal people, I saw that there were so many items that they have that made me go, oh, I want that. But then I saw the prices and it was like, no. I mean, it's a little bit expensive. It's not crazy expensive, though there are some items that are. But you know, sometimes you just kind of want to have them. So here's my way of helping you guys out. If you're like me and you kind of want the happy planners, the Erin Corden, the happy scrappies of the world, the little wontons of the world, and you don't have enough money to spare like myself. So first tip is to de-stash. So there are de-stashing groups, and they are groups of people who have way too many of everything and are selling what they have at a loss. So for example, a happy planner is normally around 950 to 1,800 if I remember it correctly. When they de-stash, some of them go as low as 300, 500, 600, 800, even to 900, depending on the thickness, depending on how old it is, depending on how many stickers they've already used up. So I myself am a part of the de-stash group, and I'm always on the lookout if they're selling the Happy Planner Mambi stickers. So, and they look like this, and they're really gorgeous. And as you can see, it's a sticker sheets, and they just, you know, make your journal prettier, more efficient, more effective in a way, because there are reminders here like shopping day, lunch date, hanging out with friends, those kind of things. So what I do is I wait for somebody to de-stash and then I buy it. So I buy it at sometimes half the price, sometimes 70% off. And it's more than enough for me. I mean, I would love to have a brand new, but we all need to be practical in any way that we can. So that's tip number one, is to de-stash. Also, other things that you can buy on de-stash would be pens, art materials, bullet journal materials. Some of them even sell it for a package. Some of them sell it for like an entire loot, and then you can just kind of get everything. But what I learned is that you need to be careful when buying those things, because sometimes you will end up only liking a little bit, and then you have this whole set of things that you don't really care for. So make sure to be part of the de-stash groups. Make sure that you know what you want to buy and be on the lookout for it. And then don't feel bad if you don't get it yet, because like for example, this Happy Planner Mambi sticker mom took me 3 months before I actually got my hands on this. But this one, I believe I got for like 300 pesos. So the normal price for this is around 950. This was a steal, so I love it. I love the stash groups. So that's number one, okay? Number two is to DIY. So for example, you love stickers. You can't buy all the stickers in the world as much as you want to. So what you can do is, if you have a printer, is to print your own. Pinterest has a lot of it. And for copyright laws and everything, I think as long as it's for personal use and you don't sell it, don't make a profit of it, if you can find it on Pinterest, it's kind of in a way a fair game, so to speak. So I find a few things on Pinterest, and then I just edit it on Photoshop, and I print it on sticker paper, and then I use it on my journal. So I can get a sticker paper for about, I think I got 200 pieces for less than 500 pesos. So that was also a steal. I can print as many as I want. And what's good about this is that all the stickers that I print would be stickers that I want. Sometimes you actually buy a bundle and then you kind of like 80%, then the 20% just kind of wastes away in the drawer. This way, you get to choose the stickers that you want to print, and they're all stickers that you love. Of course, sometimes you won't be able to get the stickers that are, copyright owned, like say, for example, Little Wonton. You can't get that, then you have to buy it. But that's when you have the spare money, okay? If not, then you DIY it and you print your own stickers. Now, the third thing that I would say is that use what you have, okay? Sometimes when we design things, it actually comes out better and it looks fancier, it looks more put together because you put your heart and soul into it. So it looks rich or fancy or high class or really just well thought of. And at the end of the day, it's your journal. What should matter is how you feel about your journal, not what others perceive your journal to be. I know that some people actually make their journals really pretty just to get likes, comments, applause. But at the end of the day, what should matter is, am I happy with my journal? Do I like how my journal looks? Do I like how it makes me feel? And if you answer no, then no matter how pretty your journal is, it's for nothing. Also, your journal is yours, so it should be what you want, what you like for it to be, how you want it to look like, and then how does it work for you? Is it memory keeping? Is it tracking monthly habits? Is it to remind you of things that you may forget about? So it can be anything. And I think what you have should always be the one that you use. And then you just kind of improvise, and then you learn from other people. You adapt their style, and then you kind of say, oh, this is not for me. Oh, this is for me, but I want to improve on this. And this is better, or I can do better. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think journaling in a way is like honing your skills. And it should always be about that yourself, because this is your journal, okay? Is regarding washi tapes. Samples are your best friend. Trust me on this. I've always wanted to try out the Simply Gilded washi tapes, but when I saw the price, I was like, so when somebody offered samples, I grabbed it. I got, I think, about 10 designs for like 20% of the price, and I realized that they're really not for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're really, really pretty and gorgeous, but for me, I think I can only take so many gold bows. And I noticed that Simply Gilded is all about the little gold bows. So I'm more of a Kina prints kind of girl. I like the caricature, I like the cartoon images. It's more of my thing. The next one that I'm eyeing is, hopefully there will be one soon for Little Wonton stickers, and I would love to have sample sets of that. So the sample sets have actually saved me. Let me go ahead and share with you some of the samples that I've actually gotten in the past. So these are samples. See, these are washi tapes, but they're samples. And then, like what I was telling you about the Kina prints, I have the Kina prints here, and see, they just look really nice because I also couldn't afford to buy the full rolls of the Kina prints. And for me, I think the samples are better because the samples are just this big and I can use them on my planner. And this is also one way of guaranteeing that I will use up what I have, because as you can see, I already have quite a few. And I need to make sure that I use it because I'm already over that phase of just collecting and not using. Now, I want to use what I have. I want to make sure that I utilize them because I find that I honor the items more when I put them to good use rather than have them collect dust. So that's it for me. So we've already shared 4 steps with you, or 4 things that you can do to journal as if you're rich even when you're not. First, again, is the D-stash groups. So make sure that you're part of D-stash groups so that you can go ahead and make a purchase at 20% lower than the normal price to sometimes just 20% of the actual price. Next is to DIY. So you can just print your own stickers, print your own washi, print your own background if you have a printer, or you have access to someone who has a cheaper printer. It's still cheaper than actually purchasing the actual prints. Now, of course, don't sell it, okay? Just use it for your own purpose, and not advocating piracy at all, like zero. Then the third one is to use what you have. So sometimes some people actually get leaves, fallen leaves, or dried flowers, and that's what they use to press, or they would get some craft paper or cartolina. Just make sure that you use what you already have or what is around you to help you save some money. And again, personal touch gives a lot of to anything. And then the last one is the washi samples. So washis are very expensive, they're really nice ones, but there are sets or samples that you can go ahead and try. And I think that is the better option, because if you have too many rolls of everything, the chances of you actually using it up is very little, and then it becomes a waste of money. But if you just have the samples, then you get the chance to actually use up what you have and really make the most out of your money. If you have more tips or better tips than I've shared on how you can journal as if you're rich even when you're not, please leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And thank you again so much for watching and for supporting this channel. If you liked it, I hope you can share the video, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the notification bell, and I would love to hear from you. And again, make sure that you find you're happy because you deserve it. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.